Welcome to Idaho Fish and Game's Hook and Bulletin podcast, your weekly news roundup of hunting, fishing, trapping, and conservation stories from around the Gem State. Hosted by Fish and Game's Public Information Specialist, Connor J. Lease.
And welcome back to Idaho Fish and Game's Hook and Bulletin podcast. Hope you all have been maxing out your opportunities to be in the mountains or the sagebrush, trying to kick up some deer and elk. If anyone has any good recipes, specifically for tag soup, man, I'd love to hear them because I'll be cooking a lot of that this winter. I only grew up with duck hunters in my family, so sadly I don't have a whole lot of time-honored deer or elk tag soup family recipes at my disposal, which is really sad because now I only get to bring beaver hindquarters and pine squirrel tacos to the Thanksgiving wild game feed now. So anyways, a couple things to go over this week, but first, I want to take an opportunity to plug our latest Shooting the Bull episode, episode 9. If you want to know exactly how Idaho's first non-resident tag drawing is going to look in December, then you need to check out this episode. Now I'm sure a listener or two just turned off this episode, whatever. If you're a resident or non-resident, Shooting the Bull episode has a lot crammed into it. Dates to remember, disabled American veteran opportunities, how sportsmen, yes, actual sportsmen, voiced their opinions and shaped how this draw should go, and why non-resident hunters aren't quote-unquote taking all of our resident tags. So make sure you check it out. It's a great episode. All right, this week we're talking about the MK Nature Center's annual birdseed sale, what's new for the 2025-2026 waterfowl season in the Magic Valley region, and a moose down in Chubbuck. But first, whether you're stashing away the hunting rifle in the safe, like me, or just need a little extra motivation to slip into the neoprene waders before Thanksgiving all but obliterates that option, also like me, then here's why now is a great time to do a little fall fishing. People may see anglers wading streams during frigid weather and wonder, God, what are they doing? The short answer is probably catching fish, unless you're me. Late fall and winter fishing are often overlooked on Idaho's rivers and streams because many people don't want to deal with the cold. But trout and whitefish remain fairly active. In fact, late season fishing has some advantages because many streams are at their lowest levels and fish are therefore concentrated. Many rivers are also nearly empty of anglers, so you get your pick of some pretty prime fishing spots. Spring-fed rivers and streams, and those fed by dam releases, often fish well during winter months because temperatures tend to be slightly warmer and more stable. Rainbow trout are a favorite winter quarry, of course, and where you find them, you will often find whitefish too. Whitefish school up in the fall and typically spawn in November, so where you catch one, you'll likely find a lot more. You're going to find trout and whitefish in similar places you find them other times of year, but in the later season, they often favor deeper, slower water, although you can still catch them in riffles as well. Also remember that while fish remain active during the winter, they're still cold-blooded, and they may be a little sluggish. So it's unlikely they're going to aggressively chase food, but they will take it, or a good imitation of it, when it's placed in front of them. Winter fishing doesn't require any special tactics, just figure out where the fish are and what they're likely to be feeding on. Drift and bait or fly fishing with nymphs are often your best tactics. If you see dimples on the water, it may be fish rising to feed on insects, which will likely be tiny midges or mayflies, and fish will rise to a well-presented dry fly. You can also try different sections of the river and try to figure out where fish are holding and feeding. After you catch a fish, seek out similar water, but remember, fish may move around during the day. But where you find them one day during winter, they're likely to remain nearby, so keep those places in mind when you return. Fly anglers, I'm talking to you. You should not overlook streamers. They can look like a big, easy meal when presented slowly, but don't expect trout to vigorously chase them like they do during summer. Even dead drifting a streamer can be super effective. Fish spook easily in low, clear water, so you got to make sure you're stealthy. Walk softly. Don't immediately jump into the middle of a fishing hole, and make sure to wear drab colors. It's not a fashion contest out there, folks. Repeatedly cast into likely looking water before you move on. You may be surprised that you can catch multiple fish in a fairly small area, So cast and drift or slowly strip your bait or fly numerous times before moving to the next spot. If you're looking to find places to fish, go check out our fishing planner on our website. While many of Idaho's waters are open to fishing year-round, some are limited to catch and release fishing during winter. So make sure you double-check those regs. Last but not least, here are a couple late-season fishing tips. The best thing of all, you get to sleep in. There's rarely a need to be there at first light, and if you've been doing that all fall, this is a godsend. You will usually have better fishing late morning to early afternoon when the water warms a few degrees, from like 37 to 39. Second, stay close to home. Winter is a good time to explore your local trout fisheries or rediscover them. Also, plan short trips. There's no getting around the effects of cold weather, and eventually it will take its toll. So plan to fish for an hour or two and then call it good. If you can last longer, consider it a bonus. Number 4, bring hand warmers. Your hands are most likely going to get wet, and they can easily get chilled. A hand warmer will quickly rewarm them, and an extra pair of gloves is also a good idea because one pair usually will get wet. Also, think about traction. Rocks are slippery when wet, and even more slippery when you add in ice. Wading boots with cleats are a good option. It's also good to have a set of dry clothes in your vehicle in case you take a tumble into the river. Speaking of feet, keep your feet warm. Probably goes without saying, but you may be wading in water that's barely above freezing. So wear thick socks or even 2 pairs. If your feet get cold, you will be uncomfortable. You can also use chemically heated insoles in your boots or your waders. Last but not least, folks, see it as an adventure. Things will look and feel different, but the trip will be rewarding if you just appreciate those differences. Catching a few fish never hurts either. For more fall fishing ideas, hit the link below to read Roger Phillips' press release on our website. All right, now Regional Communication Manager TJ Ross has got a story for panhandle anglers looking to get out on Lake Pend Oreille, do a little fishing, and maybe win a few prizes at the same time. Fishing Game is calling on local anglers in the Panhandle region to help support the state's premier trophy rainbow trout fishery in Lake Pend Oreille and have a chance to win prizes in the process. Through the 2025 Lake Pend Oreille Angler Science Program, anglers can contribute valuable data to fisheries management while enjoying time on the water and earning rewards for their participation. Lake Pend Oreille continues to produce more rainbow trout, over 20 pounds, than anywhere else on Earth, making it a destination fishery for anglers. To ensure this world-class fishery remains healthy and productive, Fish and Game biologists collect monitoring data to track population trends and angler success. But traditional survey methods only tell part of the story, and that's where you folks come in to make a difference. The Lake Pend Oreille Angler Science Program partners with the fishing community to gather information that helps biologists better understand rainbow trout catch rates, harvest, and survival. Participants primarily contribute by recording catch data in logbooks and reporting tagged fish. To date, angler participation has provided valuable insights. For example, catch rate of rainbow trout greater than 32 inches in 2024 was twice as high compared to 2023. And rainbow trout over 25 inches represented 50% of the total catch. In order to thank anglers for your contributions, all participants in the Angler Science Program will receive a custom Lyman lure and sticker and will be entered into a free raffle with opportunities to win high-quality gear, including a Yeti Tundra 75 cooler, portable buddy heaters, custom engraved buck knives, and a whole bunch more. Anglers must record fishing information while targeting rainbow trout on Lake Pend Oreille during periods that align with local fishing derbies. Logbooks are included with the purchase of derby tickets. Completed logbooks must be submitted by December 10th to qualify for the free raffle. For anglers not participating in a derby, free logbooks are available at the Panhandle Regional Office at 2885 West Kathleen Avenue in Coeur d'Alene. Full program details can be found on our website as well. All right, that's all I got on that. Hit the link if you want to read more. Time to shift gears and talk about waterfowl hunting for a moment down in the Magic Valley region. As autumn settles into the Magic Valley and the crisp morning air carries the calls of migrating birds, waterfowl hunters across southern Idaho are amped for another exciting season. Before heading out into the field, Fish and Game enforcement officers in the Magic Valley region want to remind you to review the 2025 and 2026 Idaho Migratory Game Bird Seasons and Rules brochure, which outlines several important updates and regulation changes. In 2024, Fish and Game conducted a statewide goose hunter opinion survey to better understand hunter preferences for season timing, zone boundaries, and harvest opportunities. The feedback gathered has now been used to shape the 2025 through 2029 goose hunting seasons, resulting in adjustments to goose hunting zones and dates throughout the state. For the Magic Valley region, Canada goose hunting has shifted from Area 1 to Area 3, except for Camas, Elmore, and Owyhee counties. The Canada goose season will now run from November 3rd of 2025 through February 15th of 2026, offering an extended late season hunting opportunity across southern Idaho. Hunters pursuing light geese, snow, and Ross's geese will notice a split season this year. The first split opens October 19th through December 24th, coinciding with the duck opener, while the second split reopens on February 1st through March 10th. Now, if you need more information, contact the Magic Valley Regional Office. That number is going to be 208-324-4359. That's it for major stories this week. Let's hit the rapid fire bulletin. On the morning of Wednesday, October 22nd, Fish and Game, with help from City of Chubbuck animal control officers and other city personnel, responded to a report of a moose in a Chubbuck neighborhood. Fish and Game staff were able to successfully tranquilize a large adult female moose and remove it from the backyard of a local residence located off of Whitaker Road, south of Vern Road, and west of Highline Road. The moose was successfully released to a remote location with suitable moose habitat away from people and motorists. The MK Nature Center will host its 19th annual bird seed sale from December 5th through the 6th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day at 600 South Walnut Street in Boise next to the Fish and Game headquarters building. Come and stock up on food for your favorite backyard birds. Proceeds from this event benefit educational programs and day-to-day operations at the Nature Center. High-quality bird seed, including black oil sunflower, sunflower chips, Niger thistle, several blended seed mixes, and seed bells will be available. Family-friendly activities will also take place on Saturday, December 6th, with live bird presentations. I don't think the birds are the ones giving the presentations, but I will check on that. With our peregrine falcon Wilson, and a take-home kids craft. Over in Jerome, Fish and Game will be hosting a trapper education course at the Magic Valley Regional Office on Saturday, November 15th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pre-registration is required and space is limited. If you want to register, check out our website and navigate to the Education tab. The cost to attend is $9.75, and participants must be at least 9 years of age. That's all the news we have for this week. Thanks for putting an ear to Idaho Fish and Game's Hook and Bulletin. If there's something on your mind, or if you got a question related to Fish and Game matters, feel free to drop us a line at podcast@idfg.idaho.gov. Again, that's podcast@idfg.idaho.gov. Thanks for listening, folks. Catch you next week.